the biggest evidence that the whole, oh, well, women like talking about their problems, but men like finding solutions is bullshit, is that even when a man has enough emotional maturity to actually come up with a solution, it's actually dumb as fuck the second you think about it. Because a woman will say something like, oh, I'm just like really stressed out, like I had a really hard day at work, and then I have to come home and I have to do like the dishes, and I have to do this, and I have to do that, and the third. And then men will be like, just take a nap, and then you'll feel better. Because let's follow that logic, right? If we take that advice, if a woman who's dealing with a bunch of like chores in this instance is like really stressed out by them, if she goes and takes a nap, what happens to all of those chores? Is the dish fairy going to come whenever she's sleeping? No, she's going to spend a couple hours sleeping, and then she's going to wake up, and depending on how many people like who live with her, not only are her problems not going to go away, they're actually going to be exacerbated. And if somebody's supposed solution falls apart the second that you think about it at all, that is not someone who is solution-oriented. And of course, whenever a woman doesn't follow this advice, because it's dumb as hell and often just makes things worse, men get so emotional about it. If you don't want to listen to me, then why did you even ask me? Like, I'm trying to come up with solutions, and like, you're not even doing anything. Well, okay, if you're going to act like that, go ahead and pout in the corner so the adults can actually get the work done. And I hate it when people are like, well, men just aren't wired that way. Because that's just such bullshit. Why do you always try to blame Mother Nature as a way to help men avoid accountability? The reason why men are bad at things like this is because women are conditioned from a very young age to take other people into consideration, to place everybody before themselves. And you don't believe that men are just biologically like that, because if you did, you would be actively campaigning to get men banned from every single position of authority, because a key part of being not even a good leader, but just a somewhat competent leader, is being able to take multiple things into consideration when making a decision. And if you can't even think about what reality will look like once your solution is implemented, you're fucking stupid. There's no way of getting around that. And that's why college graduates are overwhelmingly women, because constantly being forced to take multiple things into consideration and to like think about the outcomes, because women have to, or else they're going to be blamed for everything that goes wrong. I was going to say even if, but especially if it's not their fault. But that is such a key part of being intelligent. So our society trains women to be smarter than men, as like so that way men can get away with being intellectually lazy. And then we're acting all surprised that women are more intelligent. And it's not a matter of biology, it's a skill, like anything else. It's laziness. Men are intellectually lazy and then mad that other people are smarter than them. That's why whenever men try to appeal to their intelligence to soothe their ego, instead of like actually trying to develop life skills to help them in multiple areas, they just try to like hone in on one like ultra specific thing that signals intelligence, such as mathematics or programming.